How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another video. We are playing what format? Explorer. You guessed it. MonoRed Devotion this time around. Another spicy, a little bit more on the fun side deck. We've tried Mono Black Devotion. We of course know Mono Green and tried Mono Green Devotion. We just played Mono Green Stompy with Burning-Tree Emissary, and we're continuing on the Burning-Tree Emissary, but instead of using green as the color to abuse and make a bunch of mana with Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, we are going to use red. Yes, and what is our payoff? It is Fanatic of Mogis. 4 mana 4/2, not the best stats, but when it enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to the opponent, where X is your devotion to red. So that is a lot of damage that could potentially hit the opponent. And you can also copy the Fanatic of Mogis with Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, or rather Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, to deal even more damage. And surrounding all that is, of course, we have the Bonecrusher Giant in here, one of the best red cards, why not? Goblin Chainwhirler, fantastic against the elves and gives free devotion. Hell yeah. Burning-Tree Emissary, as said already, we can play that into a Stomp on turn 2, what have you. Play one copy of Kari here and a couple bitter reunions, which we can give our creatures haste with, which is extra nice with Fable of the Mirror, with, again, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. I always say Fable, but I actually mean Reflection of Kiki-Jiki because that's the one we want to give haste to. And not only that, we also have Cavalier of Flame to give haste to Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And then we can copy the Cavalier of Flame and draw a bunch of cards, draw a bunch of lands, what have you. We have the Fires of Invention shenanigans going on with Cavalier of Flame to go haywire that way. So we're not only like this devotion deck, we're also this Fires of Invention, Cavalier of Flame, boots a bunch of damage at the opponent in one big swing. So yeah, this is all what's going on. And hey, if we have a bunch of mana with Nykthos, we don't know how to use it, how about we spend 9 mana of it into Skitterbeam Battalion, make 3 4/4s, hasting attackers, get in there. Yeah, this is what's going on. And of course we can also play this for 5 mana, which is pretty strong too, and gives 2 devotion as well in the prototype form. Yeah, so this list is not by me, I didn't build it. It's by Elliot Dragon, Elliot Bousseau, goes by Hagera on MTG Arena, fellow streamer and French pro. I mean, he's a very good player. Maybe he's more of a content creator nowadays, yeah, but he's a very strong player, so deck building skills are there, and I definitely look over to Elliot for, you know, ideas in various types of formats. I just played the Arena Alchemy qualifier, and turns out I played the French Grixis version, which he worked on building, as far as I can tell. As well, yeah, that's to my knowledge. So that deck went really well for me. I was 10-1 at one point in the qualifier, then I lost 2 in a row and I was out. But hey, the deck was still really well built. All right, sideboard, you know, we got some Rending Volleys in here, of course. We got triple Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and 2 Chandra Awakened Inferno. We got a full house here to attack decks that, you know, want to grind, or control decks that have a difficult time dealing with the Planeswalkers. Chandra Torch of Defiance also seems just totally fine against Reactor's mid-range, coming down, killing a thing, making some value, making some mana, adds devotion, ramps you too. Just the card is just incredibly powerful and synergizes with multiple things in this deck. I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, Fires of Invention, for example, could not be in the main deck, and we could just play 4 Chandra of Torch of Defiance. If Elliot would present me the deck list in that way, I would not be making any complaints. You know, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we just play 4 Chandra in the main deck. Card's great, ramps, gives us devotion, does all sorts of things. So yeah, just really, really powerful, and expected to be seen at least in a 75 of a mono-red devotion deck. And then we got Abrade and Obliterating Bolt as additional removal spells. Got some artifact destruction, of course. A couple of licensors for graveyard shenanigans. A 4th Goblin Chainwhirler, which I think is very close. Like, I would play 4 in the main deck, but I'm just gonna trust Elliot on this and play it as he wants it, or as he built it. I made slight tweaks, but I didn't touch any of the main deck cards. I I cut like a Den of the Bugbear for a mountain, for example, because I think 4 is a bit excessive, especially if we already have Ramunap Ruins and we rarely run out of stuff to do with our mana, and we kind of don't want to have tap lands later on in the game, so I like 3 there. And then I added Rending Volley to the sideboard for, I don't even remember what I cut. I built this deck on another day. Anyhow, I just made some changes that made sense to me. I can look up the deck list, the original one, and post it under the video in the description. Okay, and we have 1 copy of Akroan War. I just put this in here. Great against green decks, steal the big thing, and all the other things have to run into it. Usually pretty good. All right, Decathlon on the Edge is not what I want to be playing right now, even though that was a lot of fun. I want to be playing some Explorer Ranked. After, where are we? Where's the deck? It's in the favorites, isn't it? No? Standard Ranked. What? Explorer Ranked. MonoRed Devotion. There we have it. Yeah. I played some Alchemy. I played some Decathlon events. I got my 7 tokens for Decathlon. So I'm good to go for that event. I'm probably going to stream it from Twitch, this time for real. Yeah. Anyways. So I haven't played Explorer in the last couple of days. So I'm trying to say I'm still sitting in Plat 2. I guess that happens when you try a bunch of brews. Can't be because of my lack of skill. Can it be? No. No. No, but seriously, if I'd be playing like a tier 1 deck all the time, I'd probably have a better rank than the one I have. I haven't done any laddering really lately, or at least in this month, off camera. Just been traveling, you know, and busy in other ways. Play a little bit of Alchemy. Decathlon events take up a good chunk of my time too. You think you finish it quickly, but then you lose 1 or 2 times, and then you have to retry, and then the matches fly by. I tried like a blue-white control deck in the On the Edge event, which in the On the Edge was just Brothers War, Dominaria United, and Streets of New Capenna, so the last 3 standard sets. And I tried blue-white control. It looked kind of good, but yeah, it didn't work out so well. Okay. And then in the end, I got there with a MonoRed deck, actually, MonoRed Power Stones. Just all 4-offs, removal, and Cityscape Leveler and Skitterbeam Battalion to top it all off. Talking about Skitterbeam. I definitely don't need this Fires. Playing against Grixis Rogues here. Really interesting. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Seems reasonable. Oh, there's another Fires. If I would have known. Alright, anyways, I can discard stuff with my Cavalier of Flames. It doesn't really matter, does it? Boots. I wish I could play Fires and then Cavalier, but that's not really possible here. Fanatic of Mogis. Yeah, because Fires, of course, says you need the amount of lands to cast the spell for free. Even though I have 5 mana with the treasure, I need the 5 lands to cast the spell for free. That costs 5. Into the story, and Spikefit has it. Is there a red rogue in Explorer that's worth it to play? I mean, Corpse Appraiser, is that a rogue actually? Ah, I think it is, isn't it? Could be. I guess I can Google it real quick. Corpse Appraiser. It is a rogue. Alright, then that probably is the splash. Okie dokie. Yeah, Fonzie's, I mean, my hand is stacked. So, enjoy taking something out of that. And John in the Log is online to kill my Cavalier now. It's a bit sad. John in the Log is a sweet magic card. Ooh, okay. Alright. But we still got a lot of action here. They kind of have to deal with the Cavalier, the Reflection. I still have 2 good cards in hand. They shocked themselves. Hmm. So I assume they have a removal for this Cavalier. They might have Thief's Guild and Force to block. I could play Mogis right now. I could just play Fable. Mogis, and then they kill the Cavalier. I only have 1 devotion. It's not very impactful, is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna play Fable here. Well, I'll attack first and see what happens. Okay, they let me attack. Cool. If they block my Cavalier, they're also gonna lose more life because of the lands I have in the graveyard, which is a bit of an anti-synergy. The more they mill me, the more dangerous Cavalier gets. Okay, so they shocked themselves nonetheless, though, which tells me they have a Fatal Push or another Enforcer. They're gonna lose 3. I mean, Fable doesn't do a whole lot here. Maybe I should just play Skitterbeam, even though it doesn't have haste. Gives me the extra devotion. Reflection will be online next turn. Yeah, I think I'll just play Skitterbeam. I want to get it under a counterspell. Don't really understand why they shocked themselves there. Maybe they kept up Drown. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Keeping up Drown. But then they decided when I attacked to just block with the Enforcer. Nykthos. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even aware, but those all are copies that give devotion? You gotta be kidding me. That's outrageous. I have things I can do. I have 8 mana. I can play this, and copy the Mogis. That seems pretty good. I assume they have some sort of counterspell. The Mogis won't resolve, but it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Does a copy also add devotion? I actually don't quite know. Could have tried it with science. And there's the Corpse Appraiser. Free life. We have the Den of the Bugbear. We have Ramunap Ruins. Always hydrate. Discard that. Nykthos. Attacking with everybody, they kill the den. Block, take 3. Let's go to combat first, because they kind of have to kill the den here. Right, because if they have another blocker, they can block, but they die. So they have to kill the den pre-blocks, and then I can safely copy one of my creatures. And for science, I will copy this Skitterbeam to see if I get the devotion. Alright. I know I should copy the Goblin, but it's too important. I actually do get the extra devotion, huh? Well, now I would throw away both my creatures. That's actually not a good play, is it? Well, it is, because I have Ramunap Ruins in play. So all I want to be doing here is just put them to 1. They don't have any life gain source, they are dead. And Grixis shouldn't necessarily have any life gain. I'd be surprised at least. Okay. Rogues. With Liliana even. Maybe I should try something like this, but I think you don't need to splash red, do you? Not messing around here, just 2 to the face. Ramunap Ruins for the win. Okie dokie. So this matchup is a bit grindy. And we really want to kill those rogues. I wonder if I'm just like cutting all these 4-drops that... I mean, Fire's perhaps good enough, but Fanatic, I mean, literally the namesake card of the deck. But the matchup is a bit grindy, so I kind of like the Chandra. So like the idea of big Chandra. Chainwhirler. Good against Enforcer when it's not online. But otherwise just a free. Like Rending Volley theoretically against the Soaring Thought Thief. Abrade kills everything. Hers could be good too. I think I'm gonna bring in hers, yeah. It's good against the Corpse Appraiser and can minimize the size of my graveyard. So to keep their rogue synergies offline. I can get rid of some of these Skitterbeams. Play a couple of Braids. Bonecrusher Giant, Kari, Burning-Tree Emissary. Just cut the Burning Tree. Not super confident in anything I'm doing. Maybe I should have added the big Chandra too. Yeah, seems pretty scary. Can wipe away their board state. I should probably add the 6-mana Chandra. Well, yeah. This card is pretty cool with Cityscape Leveler. I just did that in the Decathlon 10 event. Where you just play Cityscape and then give it haste and kill 2 things in one swoop. Okay. Didn't expect to see that card. Just gonna discard the Rending Volley. Double Chainy Boy. Yeah, just play one out. interesting that they're choosing to play this on turn 3 rather than turn 2. Either they must have drawn it, or I don't know. I think it's just weird. When they played this on turn 2, I was like, okay, they don't have Soaring Thought Thief. That's why I put the Rending Volley in my graveyard. So you usually want to get this out the earliest possible you can. But my opponent was like, nah, I'll just discard on turn 2. Doesn't make much sense. Maybe they just drew it. Okay, well, we can attack first here. 4 cards in hand, rogues being tricky here. I can play Nykthos, make 4 mana, play Chainwhirler, and then try to Bonecrusher Giant, this Soaring Thought Thief. Good old double spell. Pretty decent thing. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That was a great draw. No, even if this Fires doesn't resolve, I can Abrade. But maybe I let the Fires resolve. And then, what do I do now? Yeah. Well, I kind of have to play this. If they countered... They don't. Do I want to redraw something here? I mean, I could see that I don't need this Abrade because Soaring Thought Thief doesn't really stop anything I have. I like the Bonecrusher though. That's a good draw. I guess doing this enables their enforcers. And then the enforcer can block my 7/5 now. Okay, they haven't entered the story. That's pretty good. And they have an enforcer? No. Okay. This could have gone worse for me, for sure. If they had an enforcer there, they would have gone to 7, taking 3 from the trigger. And having a full grip. Now they had 3 against the Cavalier of Flame. With 3 lands in my graveyard, that's obviously a tough position to be in. Good game. 10 devotion. Well, that won't work. So my guy dies and your guy dies. But maybe I should have just plussed the Chandra and Ramunap Ruins. Right, I had 4 damage there. This 2 works, but if they had a jump blocker, like another Soaring Thought Thief and a Fatal Push, as they did, then they could have survived the turn there. And if I just plus the Chandra and Ramunap Ruins, I only really lose against life gain of some sorts. Yeah, okay. I mean, not that I'm likely to lose the other way around, but I guess they could have like played Soaring Thought Thief, jump my 6/5, untap, play Epic Downfall, exile my 6/5, and then play, I don't know, Soul Transfer, kill my Chandra, and I have them at 3 life for Ramunap Ruins. If I draw 5 lands off top, I lose. So the other line, probably safer to just deal them 4 to the face instead of removing the blocker. Analyze your games, even if you've won them. It's always something to learn and to do better. All right. Don't think I just want to use my Bonecrusher there. This is actually nice. Surprise, surprise. Oh, it's Rakdos. Fires in itself is no card advantage, and my hand looks pretty... I just want to have action, you know? Maybe I should have kept 1 Fires. I mean, the potential is there, of course. But yeah, taking Fires, then Bonecrusher, and then they take my Fanatic. I could easily get outgrinded if Fires in itself is no actual... How do you say? Yeah, it just doesn't affect... It's not a card that does anything, interact or pressure or do anything, destroy, nothing. It's just mana, right? This is a very resource matchup, so... I mean, as we all know, that's a lot of devotion. Six extra devotion. Do I jam in there? I would lose 2 devotion, but get 2 damage out of the deal. Which, I have Fanatic of Mogis. Well, no, that's not true. I get 6 damage out of the deal. I lose 2 devotion. Yeah, it just seems worth it now. Crazy that it works that way. I didn't know that. And also copy. Yeah, all copies are just giving the devotion too. I wonder if they made that rule change at some point. Or if it was always the case. Okay, get in there. What do you got? That attack is wild to me. You got a shield, okay. Well, you're dead. Oh, now you're super dead. Oh gosh. I can just copy a Fanatic. I didn't need to, I can just attack too. Alright, sweet. Okie dokie. Okay, so Shieldred is a problem. We want the Akroan War for that problem. Chainwhirler is just a good creature. Just a free creature here, which is alright. You know, it's nothing special. Fires of Invention isn't that fantastic. I think I like Chandra, I like Abrade, and I probably want the big Chandra too, just as a haymaker. Torbran doesn't have an ETB trigger, dies to Fated Bush. Again, I could board out Burning-Tree, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it, I think. Just being on the board, doing some things in that regard is nice. Alright, let's try this. Trim a little bit on the fires. I really don't want to draw two of those. Again, matchup's super grindy, so if they just fancies away your big threats, then fires sits there, doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, just take the biggest card. Bit expensive. Could also put away the fires again. But... We'll leave it for now. Take the reunion, huh? Wanna mana screw me? I don't think I should face here with the Bonecrusher. I should keep it. If I draw a Nykthos, I have 4 mana. Go from 2 to 4 instantly. But yeah, similar to the Mono Green Devotion versus Rakdos matchup, constraining the mana is a good way to do things. So taking a bit of reunion there actually seems pretty good. Opponents. Okay, they just left. Fantastic. Cool. Well, those things happen. Rank up, plateau. This matchup does seem good, I'd say. For the MonoRed Devotion deck, right? You just have these Haymaker cards, Cavalier. These Fires of Invention decks usually are good against Rakdos. But Shieldred can be a problem. But I guess you can just overpower Shieldred. Oh no, we're playing a Fires mirror match. Okay, who's the more powerful of the two archetypes. This hand is dicey. Yeah, I just don't have third land. Don't really have that much power. The Burning Tree doesn't have anything to ramp into, like to ramp out in addition. Okay, well. I think I'm gonna put the Fanatic away. I could also put the Reunion away. Fixing my draw a bit is nice, giving me an extra devotion, finding me Nykthos, finding me Haymakers. I mean, this would have been an excellent 7-card hand. Love to keep that. Okay, seems like we're playing against 4-color. I will just ditch a land. Oh, there's the Nykthos. Nice. Never seen those sleeves. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. So if I get Chainwhirler out, I can next turn Nykthos, Bonecrusher plus Fable. The Karuga deck doesn't have that many things to deal with a 3/3, right? They have Temporary Lockdown, they have Bonecrusher Giant, they maybe have Reflector Mage or Skyclip Apparition in low numbers. So I think the 3/3 is a pretty safe play to stop the 2/2. Yeah. If I play Bonecrusher Giant, if I play Stomp, I'm gonna fall behind on the board. If I play Fable, they can attack freely with the 2/2. Also fall behind a bit. They have the Skyclave. Well. What can you do? Okay. Yeah, this is brutal, of course. I played the card that was worst against one card they had. But again, you know, I made a choice based on my knowledge of what my opponent has in their deck, likely. And based on that, I think it was correct what I did. Didn't work out that way. Doesn't mean that I made the wrong choice. My opponent just had what they needed. And Magic is a game of chance. You sometimes got to take the play that gives you the best odds, but that still means that, you know, you can lose, of course. Not all hope is lost, but the Karuga is pretty rough. We can kill both these with Reflector, with the Bonecrushers, and then reduce the Karuga. Well, yeah, hopefully down to a little less. Okay. Oh my god, what just happened? I got so confused by all the alternatives. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I would have lost this game anyways, but yeah, that was awkward. That's not what I wanted to do. Kind of like all those. Again, Skycliff Apparition is really good against my deck. If they take Chainwhirler, yeah, it's fine. Maybe I just stay as straightforward as possible. Don't play these Chandras. I must say the Fires of Invention really didn't look that great here. But I guess we haven't drawn our big stuff. The Bonecrusher Giant isn't the greatest either. But it does have Fable and Skyclave to kill. But maybe on the play I should rather go with Chandra. Not sure. This is now a very more just cutting the Bonecrusher or trimming it means we're more proactive. But I must say this matchup does not, I don't know. It really depends on who's on the play and what draw you have. One was on the play, they had a really good draw, they had a Fable turn 3. Yeah, we lose that, but maybe now that I'm on the play, I can just stomp them. And for game 3, they're on the play again. Yeah, this definitely seems like a play-heavy matchup, and if the games go long, depends, I guess, what I can assemble with my devotion synergies, but if it's just a fair game, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose so badly, because they have just more power, and they have better, you know, Kenrith, Karuga, Omnath. Yeah, so. And I have Cavalier and Skitterbeam, but if I can't power those out with the mana, then it won't be good enough. Alright. Bonecrusher Giant. No? Leyline Vine. Okay. Fair. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's why they took the Fable, not the Goblin. So they had the temporary lockdown for the Goblin. Okay, need something big here. Or a Chandra would be nice. This gives me a decent amount of devotion. I can't activate the Den and Fanatic, right? That's too much mana. No, that's too much. I'm gonna keep this in hand. In case I draw Cavalier, I can discard it. Okay. That was a very good draw. perhaps my best. I could kill this, attack all. I just concede. Or I can give haste. Haste is probably the best choice there, yeah. Okay, so we aggroed them out with Fanatic of Mogis. Maybe the Chandra isn't that bad either. Comes down, kills a big thing. Yeah. Okay, on the draw, I should probably play these Bonecrushers again. Maybe the Chainwhirler isn't as good. Because it's nice to be on the play this free. It's a bit difficult to kill, difficult to block. But on the draw, I gotta be the reactive player. And just to make sure that my opponent doesn't win. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, yeah. Against exactly Stomp, this, you could play around Stomp and then just, you know, not do this. Play Swamp even? Wow. So now I can't cast Omnath. Oh, look at this. This is so cool. Boots. Yeah, okay. Burning-Tree Emissary, Nykthos, huh? We got 6 devotion now on the battlefield. Opponent discard nothing. Okay, that's good. That's a bit... That means they have a great hand, right? So, this game is gonna stay interesting. So I can go up to 5 mana here, which isn't quite doing me anything. So I guess I just attack for 4 and then play the Fable. Ooh, they want to block. Because they have lockdown? Yeah, they have lockdown. Okay, now that they have lockdown, I should maybe just play Chainwhirler instead of Fable. Wait. But this is slipping away. Fires of Invention is super powerful, of course, in the deck. I need this Akroan War to do some heavy lifting. Ganju, okay. Opponent has a interesting mana base. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be tough. So they can give 1/1 to a creature. Attack everybody. I have 1 land in the grave. Block this. I'll keep a creature of mine. Then I steal the Cavalier. Yeah, so steal Cavalier and hope they don't draw anything with this Keruga. I mean, the last card is a good one. They didn't want to discard it. What if I steal the Kiki? Then I can double block the Cavalier. I can also give this haste though. Probably gotta steal the Cavalier and just hope. I don't know. The hand is bad. Then the question... No, I don't want to do that. Then the question is also, do I want to... Tag? With how much? Right now they don't have haste. This could lose me the game against the Cavalier easily. But if they don't have if they have a Kenrith, I also lose. I don't think I'm winning against Kenrith or Cavalier anyways. I can't beat those cards, even if I stay back with stuff. I mean, I guess I can maybe beat a Cavalier. I guess I could have beaten the Cavalier. Okay. Verdict. I'll discard both. I need action. Ah. Chandra, Torch of Defiance would have been excellent here. Come down, kill Keruga. They should have cycled in their own turn, in case they find a threat. No? Yes, probably. Bonecrusher my face? Yeah. Okay. Alright. With a little bit more luck, we could have drawn something nice there and maybe kill the Keruga and flood it out. Happens. Matchup seems close, but I would give the edge to the 4-color deck. Although, playing 4-5 colors with their Swamp in the mana base, I would not play a Swamp in my Keruga Fires deck. With that Swamp in the mana base, you really might just lose games to your own deck, and MonoRed Devotion is pretty clean in terms of mana, of course, being single-colored. So maybe that gives you the even again, because you have a higher consistency than Keruga Fires. How good is this deck overall? Hard to say. It's probably it's good against the mid-range piles. Can be decent against Mono-Green Devotion, I can imagine, because it can kill the elves, the early stuff, and then with Fanatic of Mogis, you can deal a ton of damage. But yeah, it's just a race against Mono-Green. If you can be faster than them with your Nykthos and Burning-Tree, or if they are faster than you with their mana ramp. So overall, yeah, it's probably just, I don't know, tier 2, tier 3, something in that range. Solid deck. If you like casting Fanatic of Mogis and dealing your opponent a ton of damage, and Nykthos into a 9-mana Skitterbeam or what have you, this might be for you. Yeah. Not quite my archetype, I think, but nonetheless, I saw this deck, I was like, oh, this looks interesting, and yeah, why not showcase it to you guys? So here we have it, MonoRed Devotion. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.